Hello everybody. I am going to see if anybody hops on here. Was in the middle of pressing some license plates. So I wanted to do a quick live here just to show how easy the license plates are. So let's see if we can get a few people on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we have two. Drop a heart below, a like below, say hello, let me know you're here. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do the license plates. I was doing a few of them. Let me mute that. Okay, so these are the license plates that I'm going to do. Okay, hello Anita. Okay, so these are the license plates. These are my favorite ones. I'm gonna offer these in my shop. I'm gonna start offering them. So these are gonna be available single in my shop, in my Etsy shop. And in the announcements, I think, I have it pinned where my shop is. So you can go ahead and go there. I haven't listed them yet. I will get them on within probably about a half hour after I do this video. So these are white, and these are aluminum. These are the 6x12. I absolutely love the white. And the reason that I love the white is because they show color, they show everything so well. So, and I am gonna do, this is what it's gonna be. How beautiful that is. It's the Let Freedom ring. This is my design. This is offered in my Etsy shop at the moment. I don't have this parchment paper background to it, but I am going to fix that, and I am also going to have this available for the license plate. So that design will be ready for you as well. So here it is. Look how beautiful the colors are on that. Okay, so what we do is we're going to print out your image. Okay, on your printer, I use the Epson 7720. Okay, and when you do an image, always make it bigger. If you're going to do a full bleed, meaning the whole panel, the whole substrate, always make it a little bit bigger around the edge so that it covers it completely. You don't want no white spots. So we are going to do this live. And you know, my life is that it'll probably be messed up, but I don't think so. These are fairly easy to do. See how I left some extra around it? So print out your image. I'm using heat tape, so I heat tape it all around. And butcher paper. I get my butcher paper at my local GFS, Gordon Food Service. They have it in the big rolls. Okay, so let me try to get some. What size sheets do you use and what type? Okay, so first question from Kevin and Amy. I use the Unisub papers. This is an 11 by 17 size, and you need it that big because the 8 by 11 and a half will not work. Just because you need it to be, these are 6 by 12 license plates, so you need it to be bigger than that. I print on the 11 by 17 A-sub papers. I love A-sub papers. I've never had any issues with it. I use it on everything from t-shirts to slates to magnets to the license plates. So, okay. Anita, I am gonna do the garden flags. I just was not pressing any today, so I wanted to do this because I'm pressing these. Okay, so back to the butcher paper. Always use paper in between with your substrates. So always a new sheet, always. And let me tell you why, because you are gonna have some ink transfer to the bottom, and even though you don't think so, you're gonna have some ink transfer to the top. You might not see it, but believe me, you're gonna have some ghosting to this, and once you reuse this sheet and it goes to the other substrate, it is going to ghost and show that little image on the other one. So don't be frugal with your butcher paper. If there's something that you are not frugal with, butcher paper is not it. Do not use parchment paper. You can, don't get me wrong, you can. Don't use Teflon. I came from using vinyl. Teflon was the thing with vinyl, not with sublimation ink. You do not want to use Teflon. I know I still have my sheets of Teflon that came with like my press. Don't use that. Use butcher or parchment paper only. New sheet every single time. I get this at my local GFS. I get a huge roll for $24.99. I know you can order it on Amazon however you want, but don't be frugal with your butcher paper when you're covering your images. The A-sub, I don't know, Anita, if it's the 125 or 120. I'm gonna have to look in my orders, and I'll post a link to that as well. Okay, so my printer's the Sawgrass 400. Yeah, with the 400, I don't have a Sawgrass, I use the Epson, so I'm not familiar with the Sawgrass, but I have heard that you can do longer images through the back feeder, or am I correct, or through a tray. So I think, you know, and this is, with this you can turn it, so that should fit if you're gonna do your Sawgrass, because I know you can do longer, you can't do wider on the Sawgrass. If I'm correct, like I said, I might not be because I don't have a Sawgrass, I use an Epson. And I did post a video on what system I use, so you can go ahead and watch that. Okay, so we are going to, I taped the image down, and with, I'm using a 15 by 15 press, and when you do your substrates, paper is always facing up. So your image down, and paper up basically. Okay, so now I'm gonna cover this 460 seconds, about a medium heavy pressure. It says you have to buy an attachment for it. Yeah, I'm not real familiar with it. I'm sorry with the Sawgrass. I've only used the Epson, so I don't know much about it. Okay, Anita, you said no, not to use the Teflon for sublimation. I've been using Teflon pressing pillows to lift the seams. Yeah, you can do that. Personally, if I use Teflon as a pressing pillow, I put it underneath my butcher paper to lift it up, so I'm not pressing on that. I just know I've always been told not to ever use Teflon with sublimation. It doesn't do as well. And if I do, like I said, I have that sheet of butcher paper in between, so the Teflon's not pressing against the substrate. Okay, so this was 460 seconds. Okay, and this is where you are going to need, let me grab my gloves. You are absolutely going to need heat-resistant gloves because this bad boy gets hot. Okay. So let's see how this one turned out. Okay, and there you go. Look how beautiful. License plates are so easy to do, so easy. And who doesn't love them on the front of their car, like I said, on their vehicle. I know some states do not allow them to be like that. That is beautiful. Look at the coloring on that. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm gonna have this design set in my shop as well, specifically for this, because I had to do a little bit of resizing on just making it fit. But like I said, all of my images and my design files, they can be sized up, be sized down. This was the same file. I just stretched it a little bit and shrunk it down in size across the top, just so that it would fit better. Okay, so I just wanted to show everybody that. And does anybody else have, Anita, thanks Anita, I know you do love the designs. Thank you though. If anybody else have any questions, just drop them below. I will try to get to them. And like I said, I will be offering the blank license plates. They're going to be going in my shop. I'm going to do that within the next half hour. And then you can go ahead and print your own. And how fun would these be? Like, I know years ago when my two youngest daughters started driving, you know, they were so excited and they got their first car. So, of course, being the great mom I am, I wasn't doing sublimation then. So I had actually ordered some custom ones on Amazon. But now, you know, the sky's the limit with these. So you customize for dad, customize, you know, a truck plate, customize for the daughter's first cars or son's first car. Sky's the limit with license plates, and they are so easy to do. As you see, that didn't take much. 400 degrees, 60 seconds. Okay. All right, if nobody has any questions, that's it. And everybody have a great day. If you do happen to have a question, you can always message me. You can always, you know, drop a picture of something, you know, that you're wanting a question on. Just post it on the wall. And, you know, if anybody makes these, please, 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 you know, post on the design group page. I love to see everybody's designs, whether they be yours or mine. Let's see what you're making. All right, everybody, have a good day and enjoy your Monday.